The choices of what to watch on TV and how to watch it are changing every day. And according to Consumer Reports' Jim Wilcox, people are open to all the possibilities.
But a lot of people don't perceive that there's a lot of high value in traditional pay TV services. So they feel like they pay a lot of money, they probably get a lot of channels that they never watch, and they're hoping that there's a different way to approach the TV business.
If you're looking to save money, first go back to the basics and use an antenna.
So you can get free local broadcasts. And one of the other things that we found is sometimes the quality of the signal is actually better because it's not as compressed as what you're getting over cable.
You can get a decent one for about $30, but beware. Grounded Reason blogger Dennis Restoro says HD antennas are not all created equal, so do your homework.
If the station is far away, but they're all in one direction, you'd want to get a directional antenna. Then there's also band concerns, like, do you remember VHF, UHF? Those still exist, and certain antennas are better at pulling one band than the other band.
You'll get the big networks like ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox, and niche channels as well, Westerns on Grit and classic game shows on Buzzer.
Survey said.
Next, if you still want cable channels, but okay going a la carte, try a streaming package with an online service like Sling TV and Hulu Live.
It's a streaming package of live TV channels, except it's delivered over the internet to your device, and then you just watch it on your television.
Hulu Live starts around $40 a month, Sling at $20, and PlayStation Vue at $30. And bonus, no PlayStation required.
The rules of TV have changed.
And finally, streaming devices give you even more options.
The device that you get hooks to your television, whether it be a Roku, an Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and then you just, connect it to your network. You stream the shows over the internet from those subscription services.
Not only can you watch streaming services like Netflix and Sling TV, but they offer their own free channels where you can watch your favorite shows like The List, which just happens to be on Roku.
I think Roku is probably the most user-friendly for someone who is not too techy, and if you are a big fan of Apple and have a lot of Apple devices, then I would recommend you go with the Apple TV. Amazon Fire TV is actually really good when it comes to using PlayStation Vue, for instance. They actually have a really good interface for that.
Roku starts at $19.99, Amazon Fire TV Stick at $39.99, and Apple TV about $140. But don't forget, you need good, strong internet for these. It's all about those megabytes per second.
If you have a really low broadband speed right now, as you offload more and more of your entertainment to those streaming services to your broadband connection, you're going to need speeds that are sufficient, typically 25 to 50 megabits per second.
Worried you have to commit? Relax.
They're contract free, you don't have to sign, so it's month to month. And you can pick up what you want, see if you like it.
Expanding your viewing horizons on the top of the list.
Now, of course, one of the most popular alternatives is Netflix. New numbers show it now has over 98 million subscribers, up 5 million from the end of 2016. The dream of content on demand has become a stream of content on demand, and we've got hacks to make your binging better on The Lowdown.
I stream, you stream, we all stream for Netflix.
It's the golden age of television.
And now we have some ways to make it even better. First up, Flix Roulette. Can't decide between a movie or House of Cards? This may be the answer.
Lucky for them, they have me.
Just like in House of Cards, where President Underwood thinks he knows what's best for the American people,
I know exactly what they need.
Flix Roulette has the answer. Narrow it down by picking a category like romance, choose between movies and TV shows, or both, and then, like regular roulette, spin. After a second or two, a title pops up. Unlike in Vegas, if you don't like what you see, spin again. Next, how about saying goodbye to buffering?
Are you insane?
No, she's angry. We're all angry.
Want to watch Orange is the New Black without feeling like you're in a technological prison? On a computer, hold Control-Shift, Opt and S to open up a menu with buffering and streaming options. If you're watching on an Apple TV or a similar device, head over to your account page and click on the playback setting. Change it to auto or low. And finally, of course, there's power in numbers. Watch only the best rated with the Netflix Enhancement Suite.
I'm looking for a better future.
You don't have to be a sensate to know what other watchers think of shows. By downloading the program, you can just scroll over the titles and the IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes ratings will come up. And if Netflix isn't the only streaming service you use, don't feel left out. Check out our Roku hacks on thelistTV.com. Watching your streams come true on The Lowdown.
From streams of content to rivers of wine, U.S. wine sales totaled nearly $60 billion last year, and experts predict it'll go higher this year. Lindsay Granger is vetting the vino to find the one that pairs perfectly with your palate on the to-do list.
A new study by the Institute of Food Science Research suggests that wine is good for your brain. But before you go and grab a bottle, wine expert Mark Tarbell is showing us how to pick our perfect wine. First up, check the alcohol by volume.
Alcohol adds a little weight and body. High alcohol wine is also fatiguing, and it doesn't really go that well with most foods. You know, it really gets a little bit more bitter, and it gets a little bit more spicy or peppery.
High alcohol wines are anything with an ABV over 15%, while medium ABV wines
would be like 13 and down, so 11 to 13. So you're gonna get more acidity like lemon, and you're gonna get more of a real berry character, possibly.
I think I'm sold on the medium so far, but let's talk about the low ABV wine.
This is a 5% alcohol. This is called Moscato d'Asti. Because it is so low in alcohol, it also has some residual sugar, which is a fancy way to say it's just sweet.
Next up, consider the climate.
Warm climates have shorter growing seasons that are obviously hotter, so you have higher alcohol or higher sugar and lower acidity.
This can make the wine seem sweeter.
Cold climates have longer growing seasons, which have two effects. One, yes, it has higher acidity and lower alcohol, and it develops in the glass.
Meaning colder climate wines are more tart, and their taste intensifies the longer they sit in your glass. And finally, don't trash, transform. For example, if you taste a Cabernet Sauvignon and you don't love it, try adding Merlot. And if it's still horrible,
take a little bit of chilled Sauvignon Blanc.
Add white wine to red wine?
Yeah, about 5%. And it chills it down a little bit and also gives some freshness.
Oh my goodness. Cheers. That's actually really good.
Right?
And if you're drinking white wine, try creating a spritzer by adding ginger beer or club soda. Picking wine like a pro on the to-do list.
Speaking of a liquid refreshment, it's swimming pool season. The heat is coming and we've got some products to keep you cool by the pool on our tech list.
That old lounge chair of yours is about to get an upgrade. At number 1, the Shays Ultimate Lounge Chair, a radical new way to recline. It's loaded with tech like a USB charger and speakers. It even has a towel holder, cooler and bottle opener. It's available to pre-order for $80. Plans are to ship in July. At number 2, Zero Breeze, a portable AC unit that's designed to turn down the heat inside or out. Talk about cool. This thing can knock 50 square feet down to 44 degrees and doubles as a nightlight, phone charger and Bluetooth speaker. It weighs 14 pounds, and if you want to use it indoors, an extendable hose diverts the condensation outside.
So, how will Zero Breeze help you stay cool?
Pre-orders are $230. Plans are to ship this month. And at number 3, Umbrella. An umbrella with a UV-resistant shiny canopy to keep you cool. And tech so you never leave it behind.
Umbrella is a connected umbrella. It sends you alerts on your smartphone when rain is on the way and reminds you to take it with you should you go outside.
Now if you do forget it when you're out and about, it'll send you a notification on your smartphone. Pre-order one for $70. They should ship this month. For all the info on these products, head on over to thelistTV.com. Gadgets to make it the coolest summer ever on our tech list.
Get this, 15 million is the average number of people celebrating their birthday today. Coming up next, see why this crazy Sweet 16 surprise party is going viral. But first, breaking down a bucket load of KFC kernels, plus the spicy new trends in hot sauces. Stay tuned, there's more coming up next on the list.
Dinner's ready when you are.
Colonel Sanders, boys and girls, make a really finger look good.
Good chicken.
The Colonel Sanders spirit is alive and well at KFC. There's been a carousel of 8 comedic colonels since 2015.
Howdy, folks, it's me, Colonel Sanders.
Starting with late-night legend Darrell Hammond. Till fellow SNL alum and funny man Norm Macdonald donned the white suit just 3 months later.
Howdy, folks. I'm the real Colonel Sanders.
Then, in 2016, out of nowhere, Norm flew the coop, and Jim Gaffigan swooped in.
No more Nashville hot chicken, no more Colonel. I mean, what are you gonna do? It's not like you can find another Colonel, right?
It was easy, actually. That summer, they hit the beach and found legendary actor George Hamilton.
I'm feeling a little extra crispy.
Good thing he found some KFC sunblock.
My extra crispy sunscreen doesn't just keep you smelling great, it keeps you feeling delicious.
That fall, Rob Riggle jumped into the bucket of Colonels.
Here I come!
But it was game over only a month later when Mad Men's Vincent Kartheiser crooned his way onto the scene.
It's KFC's Nashville Colonels!
At the beginning of 2017, KFC went back in time.
Hello? Hello?
Casting Billy Zane, one of Biff's sidekicks from Back to the Future.
New KFC Georgia Gold Honey Mustard Barbecue.
As the Gold Colonel.
It's finger-licking gold.
Finally, we've hit the bottom of the bucket with the latest take on the late great chicken icon. Rob Lowe's astronaut Colonel is hoping to keep KFC's marketing scheme flying sky high.
Can you actually launch KFC's world-famous Zinger chicken sandwich into space? And the answer is, we certainly hope so.
From the ball field and beach to zero G's.
Spicy, crispy, spacey.
The bucket full of KFC Colonels is on the breakdown.
As summer starts and we pull out the golf clubs and garden equipment, a lot of forgotten aches and pains come out of hibernation. Happily, Mother Nature's got your back. We're showing you how to DIY plants into soothing balm on the hit list.
Ah, the beautiful plants in the forest. They give us shade, oxygen, and even pain relief.
There's basically a plant somewhere that cures just about anything, if you know where to find it. And we do know that there are plants that work very well with pain relief.
So here are a few home remedies that use the power of the plant. First up, ease your pain with a cooling effect.
If something's painful, and I can overstimulate a cold receptor, a cold sensor, your mind is going to be taken off of, the brain will be distracted from that, and the pain will be less.
To get this cool relief, mix coconut oil, beeswax pellets, and then add 5 drops each of the magic elixirs, camphor, peppermint, and eucalyptus oils. Let it cool and then rub on. Next, if cooling doesn't work, try simmering those aches and pains with a cream that brings the heat.
You'll find that more in preparations that have chili peppers or capsaicin. That will give more of a sensation of warmth.
Melt grapeseed oil, cayenne powder, and beeswax together. Pour into a glass jar, and after it's cooled, rub it on to relieve pain. And finally, pack a 1-2 punch with pain relief from inflammation-fighting arnica.
It actually helps with the pain because it's helping the body heal the area better.
Combine arnica oil, beeswax, and wintergreen oil for a salve to rub on those areas that hurt.
They're going to be working great in places where there's some recent injury.
And while these all offer great relief, you'll still want to
get to the cause of what the problem is as soon as you can. These are nice topicals to help you relax while your body's healing.
For a list of these recipes, head on over to thelisttv.com. Plants relieving pain on the hit list.
Get the List app right now. Access awesome hacks, DIY projects, and every list you need to simplify your life. Just search the List TV in the App Store and Google Play.
When you think Sweet 16 birthday party, you usually don't think subway train. Until now. Get ready for the ultimate surprise birthday party on the viral list.
Does everyone have a balloon? Is everyone ready to be festive?
Ready or not, here comes a surprise birthday party on a New York subway train.
3, 2, 1, surprise!
A huge surprise for the birthday girl as random passengers help give her the most memorable party of all time.
It's Jenny's 16th birthday party!
We've got the whole new video from Improv Everywhere, along with the top Sweet 16 videos to go viral on thelisttv.com.
Sweet 16!
A very sweet party train on the viral list.
You know, that was such a fun video, but we do have to reveal that the birthday girl, it wasn't actually her birthday.
I've been duped. Improv Everywhere staged this with actors to see if they could get an assortment of random commuters to come together to have a party.
And of course, the answer was yes, because who wouldn't want to join that party?
Yeah, right?